Mm-hmm.
I would give a spell slot for that.
I'm just saying, I don't even know if she actually is tracking me. She could have just said that to make me afraid.
Well,
She
we'll
does
see.
seem like that kind of person, doesn't she?
Yeah, like I'm gonna assume that because I have no reason to believe that she's not trying to find me.
Mm-hmm.
True.
In events where dragons are trying to find me, it's often I find it best to carry the tracking device they give with me.
I mean, like, what? I don't know.
Anyway, so should we split up once again, or shall we just head in one direction for now?
I think it would be much safer to head in one direction. That way, we don't run into any more of these blobs.
Or dragons.
Or
Alone.
dragons.
Very well.
See, the best part about it is I don't know if it's actually tracking me. I just know that I can talk to her with it. So I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know that's a tracking device.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to just pick the direction where the flow of the powder seems to be the strongest.
Okay.
So I wanted to make sure the guy used detect magic sauce and just didn't say anything after that.
No, he just said, "Oh my god."
Oh my god.
It didn't.
Do you guys have that many magic items? Except for Rolf, obviously.
I think that everybody's just like magical in some way. Because I think that the only magic item that...
No, you guys also have a lot of magic items.
Do we? I don't have any.
I mean, all of them are on Hig.
Yeah, but
there's also your tattoos, and there's also the gliding cloak and the helm that Emma carries, or sorry, Icarus carries.
And the ring, probably.
The ring, yes, and the ring is magical, yes.
And whatever you gave to Vulcan.
Vulcan has a cloak.
Oh yeah, nice.
I'm Robot Batman now.
Robot Batman.
I am the gears. I am the gear in the night.
There was a robot Batman, right?
Surely.
Damn, I should have.
There probably was.
We lost an opportunity to. I lost an opportunity to be like Bane with the mask.
Oh no! There's still time.
Okay. That's my final goal.
Become Bane.
Bane.
Wait, am I going to become the fucking Riddler?
That's
What the fuck does that make me?
A penguin.
Why penguin?
Oh, Two-Face.
Oh yeah, Two-Face, sort of. Yeah.
All right.
And again, I'm going to pick a direction that seems like that there will be somewhat large quantity of those slug things, and try to follow that.
There's no way to tell that. It's completely random, but you pick a direction and you start walking down it. Yeah. And for the interest of time, we'll say you go around and you clear up the rest of these paths, and it takes a couple of hours.
On the way, I'm going to just walk up to Rolf and hand him something. Rolf, I think you might get some use out of these. I know it's not really your style, but they are magical. And they give you an edge in battle. You seem to have quite a lot of trouble when you're being pursued by your enemies. I myself not very good with the bow, but if you can get the distance on them, you did some devastating shots.
Rolf?
He
died.
No, he said it was.
He probably did
AFK
the North American AFK.
Oh, okay.
Were you just AFK without telling people?
The North American AFK.
I'm sorry. Jordan did it. I occasionally do it. I try not to.
All right. So yeah, we clean up as many holes as we can.
All right. once you finished up with the holes, the elf sort of looks at you and says, "Well, that should be all. It's been a pleasure. Though I think I did not catch your names."
Yes, we are very grateful for your aid, even though it's well, we're happy we were be able to help. I myself is Sirocco. This is Icarus. This is our new companion Vulcan. He just recently joined us. There is Rolf, and this is Pegma.
Oh, well.
The figure the figure in the distance that is barely visible, just behind the trees, is Sail.
I've lost comrade. Follows at a distance. He's like the family black sheep. We don't tell anybody about him usually.
He's there. We're certain he's there. He's just always, somehow behind a tree, just barely visible.
Alright. So he says, "Well, pleasure, and it's
And your name?
been." Oh, sorry, name. Name. He sort of seems to argue with himself for a bit.
Who the fuck is he?
Irish
Me?
Name?
No, he's.
Wait, name.
Gregos.
The name is Kinslow. Bioslime.
Bioslime. Is this a talking? I've been wanting to play a slime for a while.
Yeah.
Bioslime.
I'm gonna call him Bioslime.
That's fine.
The thing is, Hinslow Bioslime definitely sounds like a Batman villain.
It really does.
Yeah, like a dude that can turn himself into a gelatinous cube.
No, he's like a toxic doctor or something.
He's a better version of the Toxic Avenger.
I am Hinslow Bioslime, Dr. Bioslime. Anyway.
I will turn...
Oh.
Timeout, Steam client.
So what are you going to do? Continue on.
Crashing the
He's gonna hit the gritty.
tabletop. No, I think Adi is not here, right? He crashed.
Are they?
I believe.
Yeah, I think we lost already.
Yeah.
I think he completely just died.
In the event
I
black.
think so. Oh no.
I've been working on, this isn't done, but I've been working on painting my players' models.
For the family game?
Yeah, for the family game. Let me show you what they're generally going to look like. Hero Forge.
Oh, are you buying the STL and then printing them?
I already bought the STLs for everything. I gotta print the last 3. I bought the first 3. I gotta buy the last 3, or I gotta do the last 3. So here is my youngest brother's. I'll just screenshot, and I'll post the artwork. Actually, it'll probably just be better if I just did it like this. Well, let me delete that.
Leonin or Tabaxi?
The old chain furry.
Yeah. Well, he's like, I want to be like a strong guy, and I'm like, okay, well, you can pick like a Leonin. He goes, a Leonin, and I'm like, yeah, there's that. There's Tabaxi. He's like, what's Tabaxi? I'm like, they're pretty much the smaller version of Leonin. But then I realized that the Leonins were kind of strong, so he's like, oh, okay, well, what can I just be a Tabaxi then?
No, Catman.
And then he's like, I want to be a monk, but I want to have a cool weapon. So I'm like, you just have a chain weapon.
Hello.
And I showed him that. And he's like, oh, that's cool.
Did everything crash?
Yeah, no, my UPS just decided to give out.
Oh, nice.
Your United Postal Service decided to give out? Wow.
Yes, my United Postal Service or my uninterrupted power supply. One of those two.
No, I think
Meaning that I will need like a few minutes. Let's do a thing. Let's like take a like half an hour because I'm gonna have to figure this out. I think I have a battery somewhere, but I'm gonna have to find it. And with that, I will be right back after that. I know, it's sad.
It's second session, come on, Artie. It's the first session that everything needs to go wrong.
But everything goes wrong all the time. That's my sadness in my life. Right. Anyway, I'll be back.
Yeah, see you back later.
So,
Do you guys want to play something on the meanwhile on tabletop?
one of my players.
We would just get started and then have to take it all down again.
No,
Fair.
I mean like a short game.
Like what?
Give me a moment. Let's see what do I have on hand.
I am also very, I don't know if I'm disappointed or just shocked at the stupidity of one of my friends.
What did he do?
So, there was this encounter that Drake set up, and they just gotten done fighting the thing, and then the maze that they were in started glowing red.
Okay.
Thought it was going to explode. However, it never was actually going to explode with them inside it.
Or at least that was the plan.
But this dude, oh my god, he goes up, and there was a door that wasn't there when they went in. And this fucker decided to try headbutting it. He got the fucking tree person to headbutt it. You know, pulled a Toy Story 2 on this bitch. And then he decided to... He's a bard, but he's not a good bard. So he decided to, try to vicious mockery the door.
Wait, but that's not.
Exactly.
It doesn't work.
And then someone also tried to thunderclap the door open.
I mean,
Also
Thunderclap would be the closest to being able to do that, though.
Yeah, I would. It seems as if they forgot that their DM likes puzzles.
Okay.
And it wound up being... He just eventually decided to be a bard and kiss one of the two statues on the side.
And you just happened to...
After, one of the handles... Because when they headbutted the door, handles popped out. And then they tried to pull, and nothing happened.
Good job. We could play some Bang, Fun Employed, Snake Oil.
I have never played any of those.
I
Yeah,
agree.
Me neither.
I've never
Oh.
heard of them.
Do you guys want to play some Snake Oil? That's a very simple, very fast game.
God, that sounds like a... I don't know, that sounds fun?
Okay, so
But it
Snake
also
Oil.
sounds like Secret Hitler.
No, Snake Oil is much simpler, much funner. Basically, in Snake Oil, there is a customer and there are Snake Oil merchants. The customer is always like a profession. Like, let's say you're a lunch lady, and the Snake Oil merchants have to put together from the cards in their hand a product. Basically,
Let's fucking do it!
with two cards, like let's say like I'm just grabbing 2 cards here. The present chair, and then they get like a minute to sell their product to the lunch lady, and at the end the customer chooses whose product they're buying, and they get the card, and basically, let's say, first 1 to 3 cards wins.
That is. Yes. I want to do that now.
It's
sounds
like,
amazing.
It's like I don't remember if this
Gives
is the
me a
actual
chance
name,
to
but it's
use
like
my partial degree.
perfect dating and stuff. Like the perfect, what was it? Perfect couple or whatever it is. I don't know how it's called in English.
I've never heard of anything like that.
The closest
least
I can
nothing comes
think
to
of
mind.
is like some sort of I don't know, Cards Against Humanity type thing.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's
something
much
like
more fun.
Yeah,
Okay.
it sounds much more fun.
Yeah, I set up a table. It's called Snake Oil, and it has the same password as Arde's.
I'm gonna just sit out for a round at least. Mainly because I'm working on something else at the moment. I'm getting 3D models ready to print.
But the thing is, you can be the customer then.
Alright, alright, sure.
Can you see the table?
No.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Ah.
So yeah, scroll get on a table. I'm going to deal some cards.
Oh, Bowser's doing a dig. He's digging.
I think
Oh, no,
you
he's hiding.
let's say we got 6 cards. And I'll pull a card for our first customer. I'll give Snakes a choice. How about that?
Okay.
All
You can
right.
either be a teen mother or an insomniac.
I will be an insomniac.
Aren't those the same thing?
The law requires that I say no.
Okay, so you're an insomniac.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what a teen mother would be about, so I'm just gonna...
Come on.
Me,
Yeah, so-
responsibility? Nah.
Yeah. Let's.
So we have to.
Yeah.
to
Basically,
together,
you choose
yeah.
2 cards, and that's your product.
Okay.
Have a fun one. Yeah, you can just grab them and put it in front of you, like face down, so not switching out stuff.
What was the button to flip them?
F.
F. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh
God. Okay. Yeah. I am sorry.
Hold on. I gotta check something.
I think I messed up.
I'm not on the table right now, so do I need to be on the table?
No, you don't, because we're just going to talk to you.
Okay.
Bless you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So if all of us have our cards, who wants to start?
I will go last.
Okay, I'll go first then.
Okay.
So, Snakes, as an insomniac, you spend quite a lot of time in bed, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You constantly fall asleep, you're constantly tired, and there's just not enough time in your day to do everything that you need. sometimes you have to get up and maybe go to work, wash yourself, all sorts of things. And all these things takes precious time away from your sleep. But what is the most annoying thing that really takes away so much time? And if it could be done instantaneously, it would be so great, right? Eating. Because every time you sit down at a table, you have to make food, you have to sit down, you have to wait. It's horrible. So here's my genius product for every insomniac needs. It's bread serum.
Bread syrup?
Yeah, you just get up. It's like an EpiPen. You just inject it, and it fills you up with the right nutritions, the best carbs that you just want. Bread serum.
You said it's like an injection.
Yeah.
Does the injection hurt?
No, like I said, it's just an It's a small prick. You
What's
don't
on
even
the
feel it.
needle?
It has different flavors, like cheesy bread, garlic bread.
Ooh.
All right, that's my pitch. Who's next?
All right. So, Snake,
Yes.
I understand that you have trouble sleeping, right?
Yes.
That's a big problem. It's everybody's problem. Now, here's the thing. I have a simple solution. Do you want to sleep? No, fuck that. You want to do something else with your time, right?
Yes.
Because you don't know what to do except for that. So, I have the solution for you. Magic money. Magic hope, sorry. Magic hope.
Magic hope?
Hope, yes. This is the only thing that will help you. It doesn't matter if you do it or not. But this thing will make you believe that after whatever you do, you will sleep. And that itself, since it's magic, you will be rested. And you need nothing else.
Nothing.
Nothing.
So, like, I wouldn't even need the bread injection?
Nope. Because it's magic. Magic.
Okay,
I'm just trying to play along.
yeah, I think that's you. Okay, it's your turn, Squirrel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I set up the timer
All
for
right.
a minute, so yeah,
Okay,
let's
a
see.
minute. Yeah.
So, unlike them, I actually have something that could be useful, as opposed to some sort of serum or just whims of fancy. I have something backed by research. I present to you a massaging shovel. And the reason why this is good for you is, well, studies have shown that insomnia, such as yourself, help. Well, massages help because lack of sleep has connotations with muscle degradation, and that's not good. And that can also cause cramps. Therefore, massages help, and it has also been proven that spending time outdoors helps with a sleep schedule and helps keeping it regular. Therefore, a shovel that can be elongated and used as a gardening staff if you choose. Something
I'm
to
going to-
sleep under. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to set it to 1.5 minutes,
Yeah.
just to give us enough time to get
To
our speech
actually
down.
talk.
Yeah, well, that sounds like a reasonable 90
Yes.
seconds seems like a reasonable time. So,
Yeah.
Snakes, what would you like? Would you like it to have the magic hope that solves all your problems? Apparently, do you want the
Magic.
highly tested and doctor certified massage shovel, or do you want the simple solution to all your eating needs, the bread serum?
I'm gonna have to go with the bread serum because magic don't. We're not in D&D. We don't live in a realm. We're not elves.
I think he was trying to sell you his religion, though.
Yeah, it definitely seems
No,
like
it's
that.
not a cult. I
And
swear.
I saw a shovel that just scares me.
All right.
You could
So
also
I-
use it for other things.
I have the Insomniac card now. So Snake, these go into the discard pile,
Thank God.
and we draw 2 more cards. I'm just going to deal them.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
worry. Snakes, are you getting on the table, or
Yeah,
I only got one, I think.
did you? You
How
should have
many
6.
No, I have 5.
oh, I'm not friends with you on Steam. That's
It's
hilarious.
not a. I didn't make it friends.
Me and Squirrel have 5.
What is it
Really?
called?
Yep. Well, I just
Oh.
draw one.
I see 6 on yours. Oh, whatever.
What? Oh, I see 5.
Really?
Yeah.
Whatever. Just draw until you have 6.
Okay. I'm done.
There's 6.
Okay. So, then while you're getting on, let's do another round for Snakes. While he gets on the table. So, Snakes, you can be either a mad scientist or a maid.
A mad scientist or a maid? I'll be a mad scientist. I'm on the table.
Do you guys want to? Then you should do one instead. Okay. Yeah, just draw 6 cards, and since I won the last one, I'm going to be a maid.
Hooray!
Hold on. How do I draw cards again?
Right click and then draw.
Yeah.
Second option.
Which one?
Is
You're
there
a
a
purple.
hotkey?
Yeah, I can just give you one. Do you have 6 cards?
Yeah.
Here you go. Yeah. So I am a maid. I recently become a maid. You know, I'm serving in a large, rich family. I'm doing their cleaning, you know, cooking, and looking after the kids. What is the product that's going to solve my small or big issues?
Alright, I just have to make something that my mates might go.
So do I just flip them over and put them on the table?
Yeah. Just 2 cards. You make a product and you sell it to me. Yeah, but it doesn't matter what order you put your cards. Like, you can call it, you know, that's just basically the descriptor or name of your product.
All right.
You know, the whole thing about putting them on the table is just for dramatic reveals.
Yeah.
All right. I guess, Squirrel, you went last time. You go first now.
Alright. Ready?
Yeah.
So, as a maid, what's one of the most common issues? Reaching hard to get surfaces where kids may have spilled things or stuck certain things that they weren't supposed to. For example, do you really want the marker bleeding into the couch? No. And for that, I present a simple solution, which is slime that encoats something that it touches with latex, therefore keeping the mess sealed and allowing you to remove it. And of course, it is washable, as it, the water turns it back into slime, of course. But it is very, very much so washable, and it has a tendency not to break apart, so you could even use it in the actual sink if
But
need be.
isn't latex like practically very hard to clean, because like if you're using the wrong chemicals, it becomes brittle?
All you need to do is wash it off.
Okay, sounds like a great product. And like, what kind of quantity do I get? Is it
Gallon.
and how much is it?
Well, obviously, affordability is
You know, I'm
little.
on a budget. I'm on a budget. They provided me with the salary,
Well-
and there's a daily budget that I can use for cleaning
5
products and
euros,
stuff. But,
maybe 7 for the prettier colors or the scented stuff.
ooh, that sounds good. Okay, let's go next. Let's Zero. I'm going to give a bit more time to Snake to get ready. So
Yes.
how
Okay.
about you give me your product?
Very
Oh.
well.
I see how it is.
It's your first round. Going
How
last
do you
is,
start
an
the
advantage.
timer? Just click on it
Geek on the side, just yeah.
on the side. So, sometimes your job can get a little bit intensive, right? You have to clean, you have to take care of maybe kids or whatever you have to do. And this is very difficult and very exhaustive for some people. And
Well, I'm
here's the
in
thing.
quite good condition, but yeah, I see.
Yes,
there are
but
hard
you
days,
still
yeah.
but you still sweat. You still have sweat. You still have problems with maybe when it's too hot or it's too cold or whatever.
Oh yeah, I hate the heat. But yeah,
Yes, but there are smaller problems, right? There are smaller problems, and sometimes it can get uncomfortable. It can be difficult with some clothes and other types of bestiary or whatever you have. Now, I have a simple solution for you. A sports bra. Now,
What?
now, it's simple, it's easy, and sometimes it's difficult when you have to move around a lot, right? It can get uncomfortable. With this, you
do you
will
have
have
any-
no problem moving, and
Do
you
you
will
have
have a
any male
lifetime
sizes?
supply. Yes, we have every size that you can want and need, and we have a lifetime supply of it. So, and it's very cheap.
I love the exercise, bro. Even
I
though
love that you
I-
market it as an anti-sweat device. Let me just. That's not how it works.
and it's also not very comfortable.
Yeah,
but,
because I do
Honestly,
have
they
an
are the
extensive
comfiest
know-
bras, though.
Yeah, they are. But
But-
And
I
pockets.
but the thing is, as a male maid,
Wait, why am I helping?
I wouldn't have much knowledge of an exercise bra.
Well,
That's
we
true.
will see.
Yeah, but so far, it sounds like an excellent product to lessen the hardship.
It's very
of
tested, so
All
you
right,
know.
Snakes, what you got for me?
All right, so I have for you filth tape. All you do is you stretch the tape out, you pull it off the roll, you slap it on any dirt, muck, and you just rip it off, and it takes everything except for the thing you're trying to remove the tape. So painted walls, gone. Or well, the filth on the painted walls, obviously. Oh, there's a stain in the carpet. You just put it in the carpet. You pull it off, and stain comes on the stain comes out of the carpet. Coffee stains gone. Wine stains gone. Anything can be removed with filth tape.
Is that it?
Damn, bro, you
That's
make
it.
it sound like flex tape.
yeah. To be honest, it sounds like just like tape. Like tape. If you like have like crumbs in your keyboard, you use a tape, and that takes.
Oh,
yeah.
well,
It's
But
practical. It's easy to use. It's cheap.
Is it just tape? Are you selling tape?
No, it's filth tape.
Is there something special about it, or just
But
it's
yeah,
just tape?
it removes stains from fabric. I don't think you understand how this tape is magical.
Oh, is it magical again?
No, it's not magical. It's just a descriptor.
Okay.
So, false advertising.
It's not false advertising. That's not how that works.
Well, the thing is, as a maid, I have my pride. The reason I'm working for these people is because of my high standards and high work ethics. I enjoy the cleaning process. On the other hand, I do have a horrible but also amazing relationship with the mistress of the house, and I think the latex slime going to be a great addition to our nights.
Yes.
Okay.
Uh,
Wait, what?
We've just been playing some
I'm-
snake oil and we were waiting
I
for you.
marketed latex slime successfully because Hig was horny.
Are you back,
Yep.
Arnie? Okay, let's
Yep.
close down this table. Let's get back on D&D.
Yes.
I mean, if you guys are having fun with latest slimes,
No,
Ugh.
no.
No, that was literally just taking up time
Mhm.
while waiting for
It
you.
was taking up
But-
time while you.
But the thing is, like, that is something that we can just do whenever D&D is lagging. We can play some Snake Oil or Fun
That was
Employed.
fun.
These are one of my favorite games.
okay, is Rolf here?
Yeah, he's here.
Well, he was at least.
Snakes?
Like a
Oh, I'm
moment
here. No,
ago.
I'm here. I had to mute my mic. My dad started talking to me.
Alright, alright.
You died instead of talking.
No, he said his dad started talking to him.
Yeah.
Die instead of talking, damn. So, this is it.
So, just the moment we were crashing, I I did just go up to Rolf and say, well, Rolf, I wanted to give this to you. This is something that we came across in that monster's home. It's a magical item. I think you could get some use out of it. It helps. It might give you the edge in battle.
Oh.
I've noticed that you don't do too well when your foes get too close. You tend to
Yeah.
get out of the way as fast as you can to get some distance on them. I figure this might not be your style, but it's definitely could be useful.
And what is he giving me? Oh,
It's the card on your desk.
Top of imitable balance. This earring, should making so they can't be knocked. That's actually really good for me.
Yeah, they don't. If they don't knock you prone, you might be able to run away.
I mean, I can't be knocked prone, so yeah, it's what is this, an earring?
Yes, it's an accessory.
I'm just gonna look at it and just like clip it to my ear if I can. Like, oh, okay,
You just stab it through with like,
just just no, it stabs through my ear.
well, because of the cold, you don't even feel it.
Yeah.
It's frozen off anyway. You have to stick it through the lobe.
So I'm gonna attune to this, I guess.
Right. I wanted to ask Adi,
Yep.
is the gliding cloak attunement?
No, it's not. If
Okay.
it's attunement, I would put it on the item.
Oh, okay.
Well, now that these creatures are mostly taken care of, I guess we should head back to the dome. Maybe give them a
Thunderdome?
report. Well, the Timber Dome.
Pardon me, Sir Sirocco.
Yes, Vulcan.
Shouldn't we, now that we are done with our mission, shouldn't we talk to the poor soul and tell him the truth?
But I'm still not sure where she might be. But I don't think we are the best people to deliver such news.
Wait, what news?
Oh, yes. Unfortunately, we have dire news regarding the brother of Saria.
My son?
I'm sorry, Henslow. Fortunately, we have learned of his demise. We returned.
He's gone.
I'm going to walk up to him and try to comfort him because
He
he's-
goes to his knees instantly.
I'm going to grab him before it goes down. Just try to hold him and lower him in the more of a sitting position.
Now I
He
have to
just-
decide if Vulcan has empathy or not.
Ah,
Die.
the only thing I have to do with
Die-
emotions is
die
cause
flashback.
fear.
Not because of that. I was about to say, oh yeah, he got eaten by somebody, but no, he won't. He won't say anything, seeing as the moment is delicate.
I am sorry, Henslow. I did not know that he was your son. We've managed
just-
to
He's just
recuperate.
weeping.
We managed to recuperate his remains.
What?
We- Yes.
You mean you managed to recover his remains, not recuperate?
Yeah, sorry. That's
Recuperate means you bought him back.
yeah.
Oh,
Well,
right.
we brought him back to the Tinder though. We have managed to reacquire.
He's actually a zombie now. We stitched him back together. He's Frankenstein's new monster.
Well, the thing is, Icarus wanted to eat him, but
Mm.
yes, we have taken his body back to the council. I think they are sending out messengers to their significant others and relatives to let them know.
Mm-hmm.
Let's head back at once.
He's just sitting there, like weeping still, unable to speak. Hi. Hi. Why you?
I try to console him.
Give me a damn
Non
wisdom
verbally.
check.
Just base wisdom.
Yep.
Oh, it rolled off an 18. That's a 7.
You gather that this is not something where an unknown person or a third party will be able to, console him and be able to curtail his pain. He's just going to have to grieve, and it's going to take time.
I meant to just the level that we can have him go back and not leave him here in the snow.
Mhm.
Yeah, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Does anybody
I will.
Does anybody have calm emotions on hand?
Nope.
I
have cause fear.
Have calm
I don't have
emotion-
calm
no,
emotions, but I
I
can
don't
scare
have
him
it
out
right
of
now,
here.
I'm going to kneel, and try to be on the same level at least.
Alright.
Even though I'm much bigger, but whatever.
Yep.
I will say, if it's any consolation, he was avenged.
I cringe.
In real life or in game?
Both?
No,
game and in real life.
game.
He looks at
In person, I understand what you want to do, Zero. In
Mhm.
game, I'm just cringing. Oh, that was not the right answer.
and he sort of looks at all of you and I'm please just leave me. I'll be fine. Just need a few minutes.
This forest is dangerous.
We
Fine.
understand.
I'll be fine.
I say,
You-
cutting off Sirocco. And just semi-glaring at Vulcan,
No,
and
he's
I
trying.
get down to his level, a tier or two.
They can't see your tears.
It's fake. Anyway.
No, it's the crown on your head.
Oh,
it sucks up the tears.
and I just sort of
emotions.
gently take his hands in mine, and you know these forests better than we. I have faith you'll. Just please try to not get eaten or something. Take all the time you need. We'll leave now.
This continues
If
sobbing.
that's what you-
Sitting there.
I will let go of his hands gently and stand up and turn to Ruff. Back to the dome. Yes?
Ross just gonna nod. He's not gonna say anything.
I think Icarus meant that you lead us to the dome.
Well,
I'm
that's the-
not sure which direction it is.
I
It's
can.
that way.
Do I remember considering my background? I think the excellent memory for maps and geography.
Uh,
I don't
yeah,
think you made the map.
No, but
No.
He has a genuine idea of like how the geography works, so he can help track. I will say, make me a survival check with advantage.
all right. Boop doop doop.
You oh, you're failing to load the music.
That is an 18.
18? All right.
Yep.
With that, you do manage to find the way back. It's not very hard. You've done this same journey now a couple of times almost.
On the way, I would like to keep an eye out for any other elves or members from the Tinder Dome.
The place, by the way, is called Osirin. Osirin. That's the name of the settlement.
Nope, Tinder Dome.
Tinder Dome. Okay. Tinder Dome.
It's
So
canon, man.
upon
Really?
approaching the Tinder Dome, you do notice outside that there's a few patrols around looking for these remnants of these creatures. They're also looking for generally trying to keep an eye on things and see if there's anything else looking to invade. As recently there's been a couple of threats.
Yeah, like those fuckers who killed the tiny Sonic.
Oh God.
But
Is Sudara around?
no, Sudara is not somebody you can find right now. He's out deeper into the wood.
I'm just going to approach someone who seems a responsible one.
All right. You find one of the wood elves who's charged with holding patrol, and as he's patrolling and going through the forest, he runs up on you. Oh, sorry. And he begins to go past you, but then you stop him, and you see this rather youngish elven wood elf gentleman, probably mid 200s, or maybe less than that, probably.
How do you really tell an age of an elf? Like, you always give us sort of like a somewhat of an estimate of an elven age, but like, would you be able to tell that?
So the thing is, they're not porcelain skinned, at least in my setting. They're not like they don't one day decide that they're gonna die. They do age. They age slower, so to most people it looks like they're not aging. The reason elves' age can't be defined is because nobody outlives them.
Yeah, no, it's just as a sort
An
of
elf-
short-lived race. I'm
elf-
like,
Yeah. I'm just saying,
all
an elf
elves
doesn't.
would be old for me.
Yeah. As elves don't age because you die before they age.
Yeah, but
But
look,
they do age in the sense that if one elf observed another, they would see the aging.
yeah, but none of us are elves. No
I'm
off.
not even human, so
I mean, but yeah, you do live a long time though.
Yeah, somewhat. In any way, I'm going to turn to him and say, I'm going to point out the direction we were coming from and say, in this direction we have destroyed a large cluster of the creatures, but the gentleman, the guide who was with us, his low bios line, he stayed behind in somewhat distress. He have learned of the deaths that occurred.
This line is still out there. He should
Yes,
be okay. He's quite
he
with a
seems to
little
be.
sea lion.
He seems to be in quite a distress, but he
I'll go
wished
pick
us.
him up. Let's
Just
see. Mm,
could you send
you-
someone to look after him?
Fine. Let me just. And he whistles, like with his fingers in his mouth, and you can hear a response whistle, and then he says, "I can take it. Don't worry." And he just begins running off towards the direction you pointed.
Well, that's off my conscience, hopefully. And I head towards the dome.
All right. You approach the dome. It doesn't take much time. You were already pretty close to it when you found this elf. But you approach the entrance and you are let inside once again. As the snow subsides, the forest the forest subsides. You walk into this grove that's much more colorful, much more beautiful, with this strange diffuse sunlight coming from above you. You're welcome back and led back towards the center of the dome. Whereas you want to go, or do you want to go somewhere else?
Yeah, I guess we just want to go back to the council and just tell it, we're leaving.
So it is
they
quite
have
late.
something for me. By the remember,
It is quite late in the day. The council apparently has called it for the day. As you approach the center of the dome, you are greeted by unfamiliar figure. This dryad stands before you, and she just sort of is standing in the same spot where the council was meeting, and she's just completely still.
She's the cleaning lady.
And she's just looking out at you as you arrive. And she says, you can see she's a little bit strange in the sense that she doesn't seem to be moving at all. But the moment you arrive, you can see her appearance shifts a little bit, and she changes to look like Ronzer, the dryad you met previously, the one from the council, the really rude gentleman.
Yep.
And he looks at all of you and says, "Oh, I figure you solved whatever was causing this. Have you caught all the creatures? Have you destroyed them, annihilated them?"
Well, hopefully. We have destroyed several large clusters and one that was to be assumed to be their hive, at least by an expert.
Well, that is most unexpected. I thought you would have failed. But given that you haven't, please stay the night. And in the morning, you will be rewarded.
That's,
Not just for this, but also I'll bring back our dead.
That's very generous of you. In any case, is there a place we might stay for the night, or just take any spot? It's a very pleasant place, to be honest.
You can sleep out in the grove if you wish, but if you want, we can have someone arrange a room for you.
I turn to the others with a quizzically raised eyebrow.
Don't ask me. I need a broom call all the time instead.
Who are you, fucking Tyr?
Well, what will it be?
Well, we're already quite used to the road. I think we set up camp in the grove.
Very well,
Thank
let
you
me
for
lead
your
you to a spot.
hospitality.
Yeah, sure. Let me lead you to a spot. And then you see the face sort of changes back to the blank faced dryad. And it reforms into a feminine face, and she sort of looks at you and says, if that business is complete, I can now lead you to a nice camping spot. I find it would be most comfortable for all of you to stay in. If that is what you want to do, please, at least if you're going to be staying there, refrain from using any magical any magical effect that would obfuscate your visibility, because the guards get nervous. Anyway, come with me. And she sort of leads you towards this opening in the grove, where you can see this is clearly a spot where people have set up camp before. And there are, in fact, a couple more tents a little bit off to the side, maybe 50 or so feet to your left. But she leads you to this place and she says, if this is all right, I will leave you here for the night. I will fetch you in the morning when the council wishes to meet with you.
Thank you. Is there anything we can eat?
Oh, that will be brought to you. Thank you.
Thank you. And I just sit down on the ground, pet the grass.
It's actual grass, which is
Yeah.
more than what you've seen in forever.
That's I'm like running my fingers through it.
Yeah, you don't really get to see grass outside.
I guess like
Bless you.
there's like coarse, dry,
it's
tundra grass.
mostly it's dry like shrubbery mostly, and then some like really sharp pins and needles make up about most of the grass of the tundra.
And like those hard mosses.
Yeah. No, you don't wanna be out in the cold in the tundra when you could be in here in the grove.
Yeah, the thing is, you much rather sit down on a rock than on one of those grasses. I made a nice bed out of sharp stones because the grass was too hard for me. I don't even take out my like sleeping wear and just lay back on the grass and look at the ceiling with like the dimming light.
Yeah.
So are you all of you gonna go to sleep? Just looking at the ceiling of that's so slowly fading away into night and now turning from a strange diffused sunlight to a even more diffused moonlight. Few stars puncturing the ceiling as well. Puncturing through.
I guess I'm going to
It's got a
identify.
strange planetarium effect going on.
Oh, the stars are shining through.
Yeah.
I'm going to identify my last two items just in front of the guys.
What two items?
The star speckled bag and the something resistant box. You said it's a divination resistant box.
Yeah.
That's a cool thing.
1 second. I believe.
While you're looking for that.
Yeah.
So, Vulcan, you were saying you have some business?
Well, they promised me the methods for steranium.
Oh yes, there must be some sort of writing on it. They probably will provide that for us in the morning when we're leaving. They must do some searching for it. I guess if they haven't had any blacksmiths in a long time, they must not have it just laying around.
Yes, they said that they had some book or something about it, but
Hmm.
or a way for me to at least start to learn how to treat it, not how to forge it.
I'm going to take out the stone slab thing and hand it to Vulcan. Have you ever seen anything like this? You're a craftsman. Maybe does this seem familiar?
I will look at it. Adi, does it tells me anything?
Sorry, what?
I showed the hexagonal slab close
Yeah,
to
no, nothing.
Never seen anything like it.
Never seen anything like it. No check required.
I have no idea what this is.
Huh. I guess just another odd piece to my odd collection of odd things.
Are you gonna try to? What are you doing with it? You're just putting it in your room.
Not yet. I'll hang on to it a bit longer. Maybe, there are a lot of knowledgeable people in that council. Maybe one of them knows something about it. Maybe it is the seal of the forest, and if you take it out, the entire forest shrivel or some shit like that. So, I'm not taking fucking risk like that. Oh, in any case, it's odd that I never heard of this place. Have any of you? This almost paradise-like grove?
My
Paradise?
studies weren't exactly focused on this type of thing.
Have you been bothered again lately, Icarus? You said that you are being chased and chastised. Oh yeah,
They can
Vulcan.
chase me all they want. I'm not giving up.
Yeah, Vulcan, just so you know, poor Icarus here is a runaway from
Maybe not here?
the east.
I was about to ask, what's happened to you, to all of you?
Well,
As I heard, this place is very dangerous. So, and also you are, from what I understand, chosen in a way.
so you are.
Indeed. But I have no memory of what I was, or what I am exactly.
Well,
so, but you seem to know. All of you seem to know what you are.
Well, Vulcan, I would always say that you are what you define yourself what you are. It does not matter if you not necessarily have all your memories of your past, as long as you know who you want to be.
Isn't that defined by what happens to you?
Well, of course, your actions and your past actions define your character, but nevertheless, it does not changes who you might become. Now that you have no memory of who you are, you can be whatever you wish to be.
Mm-hmm.
in any case, you're correct. We all come from different places, different lines of work,
Bless you.
different situations.
I understand.
What I understand, we all lived in this tundra all our lives. In different parts of it, at least. And it doesn't seem to have any real indicator why have we been chosen. Maybe just a convenience of us being all there. But then again, you were chosen separately.
Indeed. But I'm not sure what this means.
Well, neither are we. This whole shepherds and quest is all a mystery. All we were told that the shepherds were called by someone or something, as they have a quest to complete. And we were chosen to be their, well, I guess their mortal vessels, or I guess mortal tools, in some sense.
Cool. Is that what I am then? A tool?
Well, I hope not. I don't want to be a tool.
But you just said that we are.
Well, that's what I said that they want us to be. Does not mean we have to be.
But even so, is that so bad? We are free to live the life that we want until we have to do something for them. But that seems to be the case anyway.
Well, that's the thing. We don't know what they want us to do. So far, all they told us, well, what one entity told us, the old man that you've met, we've met, I think, them as well, told us to stay put. But unfortunately, that wasn't
Was-
something we were able to do.
Correct. It was not viable at all.
So we don't even know where he might be or what's our next move.
And we don't know what we don't know. So
And also, the shepherds are awfully quiet for now. Never really told us what to do next, or even told us what they need to do next. So, for now, we are heading to Bladestone. See, maybe we'll get more answers there, or any answer, to be honest. What would you want to do, Vulcan? I know you said you wish to come with us. For now, but still. Do you wish to recover your lost memories?
I am. I am not sure as of now. The thing is, when I saw the desperation of the old man, I didn't exactly feel sad. This is not something, maybe I was a terrible person and I actually have no empathy. Or maybe it seemed illogical to me. Why wouldn't you be glad that the thing that killed your family is dead?
What are you talking about?
The old man wasn't glad that the old lady, Hag was called, is dead. Why?
Oh, sorry. I was mistaken. I thought you were talking about the old man who gave you the quest. Yes, Hinslow.
Both,
Uh,
actually.
What?
Both of them.
Did the
They
old man
seemed
say
more concerned about the dead than the actual living. All of them are are sad that there are people dead, but the hag is dead. So why aren't they just glad?
Well, I'm certain they will be glad at some point that there will be no more killings by that creature, but nevertheless, the loss is still there. Those people who have perished will no longer be part of their lives. Only in memories, and for a parent to lose a child is a devastating event. And I've heard it once somewhere, I think, that it is the natural order of life that. It's against the natural order of life for a parent to outlive their child.
That's probably my problem. I have no memory of who I am. So I have no feelings towards anyone. Sure, I don't want people to see people dead, but what if I was a terrible person? What if I am?
Who you were does not define who you are.
Yes, it does. It absolutely does, but not for Vulcan in the sense, as he has no memory of who he was. But think of it this way, Vulcan. Do you care about us? And I sort of gesture towards the group, including Vulcan.
Define care.
Well, do you wish to stay, for us to stay together, to venture together, to experience adventures, to live as long as possible?
I wish to understand. So in a sense, yes.
Well, in that case, you have people you care about.
But this is not the same.
Of course not. Nothing is the same. People are different. All people are different. You won't find two of the same. You won't find relationships the same, the two.
But the suffering that I saw is the same.
Well, it might look similar, but still it's different. In the case, if, well, let's not paint bright pictures, but one of us perishes, do you think you will feel the same grief as that man?
And I will look at everybody and say, I'm not sure I would.
Well, maybe not yet. You only known us for a day or two. But if we travel long enough, you'll create those memories that you're missing now. Of our travels, of our adventures, of our stories. And you'll see if you are a terrible person like you fear of it. But I
As he
highly doubt it.
speaks, Vulcan,
Mm-hmm.
suddenly you just have a sheer pain in the back of your mind, and you stumble down to a knee, and you just cannot move. You try to stand up and you try to hear what he's saying, but It's like there's this scratching in your mind. Something is trying to pull back, something is trying to spin, and it's being stopped by another force. Then it breaks free and it continues. And as it does, your vision goes white.
It's the slugs. They got in when he was engulfed. They went inside.
God.
So I see nothing but white.
Your vision is completely white.
Okay.
But you look up, and as your eyes open, you see the sun. It was night. You were just about to go to sleep. You look to your left and you don't see any Sirocco. In fact, you don't even see the grove or the Tundra. You seem to be somewhere else, a different place, perhaps a different time. On your left, you see what looks like an open desert. Sands floating out, white sands, far as the eye can see. You look the other way, and it's much the same. You look ahead, open sands, and a strange four-legged animal in the distance, its hump massive. You see tracks in the ground leading to the creature, and you run to catch up to it. And as you do, the camel that you see in front of you is not alone. There's a woman atop it. She looks down at you. She's got this beautiful uh, golden hair flowing down to about her shoulders, but it's tied back right now. But you know that it's golden hair. You see her eyes piercing blue. And she looks at you and she smiles. Hey, I thought I lost you. You fell so far behind. What happened? And you say something, but you can't remember exactly what you said. Oh, relax. We'll be fine. This is just a small hiccup. We have a long way to go. Plenty of memories to make. And then a flash, and you pull back into the tundra, into the grove, with Sirocco standing next to you, a concerned look on his face.
No. And you know what I'm saying exactly? I've sort of just put one hand on Vulcan's shoulder, sort of not nudging him, and the other turning to Igor and like, "Do you think he fell asleep? Was I that boring?"
Not that I know of.
I know I got a bit sloppy there, but still.
Can I speak, Adi?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. I will look around then.
The same
say-
grove that you
Mhm.
left.
How long
you
was
were
he?
in. He was gone for like it seemed like he just fell to his knees and then he was fine.
You okay, Vulcan? You seem to have slipped off there for a moment.
A little bit.
I will look around again and in search for this
As I
thing.
was saying, you don't need your memories necessarily, but if you wish, we could look for a way for you to try to regain them.
They will come back. But I have a long way to go still. I will
Any
find
case,
them.
as I said, we are in this together. And if you need help, hopefully we can provide.
And I will
Well,
turn
where's
to
that food?
them. I will turn to them and say, "Is there a desert
What's the desert?
somewhere?"
Oh, I know what's a desert. Well,
Do I
Do I
know,
know what
if
a
there's a
desert is?
desert?
Do I
No,
know-
you've never seen a desert in your life. You've never-
What? Both of us are just.
I don't think
it-
I've seen a desert.
You know what it is conceptually. You
Oh,
just don't
Yeah,
know.
like
You just haven't seen one ever.
I don't think I've seen a desert on this plane ever. Well,
never come across one.
There must be one somewhere. Definitely
Yeah,
not.
you've heard of like deserts on other continents.
Yeah.
But nothing in the tundra of that sort.
I understand.
Probably to the south. Deserts tend to be towards the south.
And then I will just start and try to prepare food again.
You go back to preparing food, but
Did they bring anything? Like fruits?
I'm getting to it. Yeah, you begin to prepare food, but you pause for a moment.
Hi, Gonny.
Seems
Yeah, what's up?
strange. You feel like ever since you came back from this vision, this flashback of sorts, well, you don't know what it is exactly, but this memory, you feel like a stranger in your own body. You move your hand, but it doesn't move quite as far as you thought it would. You try to step forward, but your weight, your foot is a lot heavier than you remember it. Takes you a few minutes to get, well, back into the swing of things and back into understanding your body again. But as you begin preparing food, you notice that there's a group of creatures approaching you. Among them, a couple of humans, one half elf, two elves, and they come bearing a large table, which has already been set.
Is it like a picnic table?
Damn.
Yeah, it's like a round picnic table, and they set it down in front of you, and there's already like placements on it, and there's already like a few dishes that have been sorted onto it, and among which you see all manner of berries and fruits and all manners of breads that you just haven't had any of this stuff. It
It's
seems
all
Food.
vegan.
it
It
seems
is-
very opulent though.
I don't
Even
care
if it
if
is all
it's
vegan.
vegan. I'm eating.
Actual
And-
good vegan food.
Then I will
Hungry.
eat. Oh well, no,
Ah.
I can't.
Says I splurged.
You
You're
look
going
at the food.
You're going to
I
sit
will
down
look at the
and just
food.
smear it on your face.
I
You
will
can-
I will consume the data.
Yeah. They consume the food, you consume the data. It's great.
Mm.
What did I miss?
Not much really. Turns out the alchemist was the father of the guy who died, and I guess the woman that we were looking for in the first place was her daughter-in-law. He fell to his knees and started crying and told us to leave him there. We headed
Wait,
back.
wait. We were looking for a woman. Wait, what?
You know the Soria, the alchemist woman that we were supposed to find
No.
to lead us. Yeah, it is. No, wait. That's her daughter because Soria was the sister of Laron. Them family-run business, whatever. Yeah, but he was her father apparently.
Yeah.
We killed a bunch of more slugs in the forest, and left Hinslow back in. Hinslow is the guy's name. We left him in the forest. Headed back to the Tinder Dome as it's known now.
Wait, we left Hinslow what? Because we found out his alchemist daughter is dead.
No, his son is dead. You know, the guy who was played.
He wanted nothing to do with us.
No, he
practically, at
just
the
He
wanted to be
wanted
moment.
alone and grieve.
time.
Yeah,
and
there's time
space.
for himself.
But we headed back to the Elven, not the Elven, the camp. We met with some more guards, told them to go after Hinslow, so make sure he's fine. Then went to the council, but it was already adjourned for the day. The rude dryad dude told us that he was surprised we actually made it, but we can stay for the night, and in the morning we'll be rewarded, hopefully. And showed us a spot where we can sleep. And then
Okay.
we had a long conversation with Vulcan about life, memories, feelings,
Okay.
and such. And he also had a vision where he seen I guess like a Toyota ad. Like
Yeah,
blonde
no,
woman,
that kind of makes sense.
blonde woman in a desert on a camel. And I guess
And a large Toyota Highrider.
in this concept, Vulcan is the Toyota, but
Okay. He wants to be ridden. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
What
ba-
the?
basically,
Wait a second.
Who is he,
woman
Data?
the woman told him that them being in the desert, I guess, is just a hiccup on the road and they'd be fine.
So I probably have a wife somewhere.
Or who knows? Maybe we'll
Or
learn
whatever
something
it
more.
is.
But also, he didn't say anything about it so far.
Yep.
But he looks more clumsy now that he returned.
I was
Or-
for a few minutes.
Yeah, and now we're having big vegan dinner from the elves, from berries that we've never seen before.
None
You
of
know-
it. You've seen none of this before.
There's like a pineapple in the middle, and I was like, the
Yep.
fuck is that?
There's no pineapple, but no tropical fruit, but like a bunch of berries and a few apples. Fuck.
Something
And
Just
few
as
different
long
kinds
as
of-
they're not
yeah.
Nightshade.
and all kinds of weird ass bread that you've never had before.
raisins.
Okay.
Oh, no, what are these even?
Alright, cool. Thank you.
Oh, those. What are what are those?
What are they?
Hmm.
As you begin to consume copious amounts of food, realizing that it's a futile attempt to not eat like a crazy person, given the kind of food you usually consume. Like everything here, even the worst of it, tastes better than anything you've ever eaten.
That's not
Yeah.
true.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
we've had Sirocco's good berries.
Yeah, no, it's a little bit better than the good berries.
No, I mean, I've eaten good food before.
Sure, you have. Not as good as this though.
Well, these are just berries.
Anything
Oh.
that's not flesh is considered good food to me. So,
Whoa.
We just learn new things about Icarus every day.
Does Icarus say this out loud?
no, hell no.
Icarus, you always amaze.
Just,
Yeah, Icarus is ripping into the berries as though they're like
Yeah.
muscle and sinew.
No, the thing is, like, even though we are all eating berries, it's only Icarus whose face is just covered in berry juice, just dripping down her chin.
Oh, it looks like blood.
Yeah,
Yep.
Little
somehow,
bit.
even though she just bites into an apple, but it's still a red-colored juice spraying everywhere.
Because, by the way, as you're eating, you can feel a strange pull, almost, from your helm.
I was going
hasn't
to
been-
ask earlier if this thing gets hangry.
Oh yeah, it hasn't been fed in a few days.
Yeah.
That's not a few days.
It's
Oh,
been
yeah.
a few days.
Yeah, I
It
thought
can't eat the sludge. It can't.
no, I thought it was fed at the Hex place, but no, she didn't use it there.
Oh, she didn't
No,
use the.
Yeah.
She did eat a hag.
She?
Yeah, after
Yeah,
I looted
I
the
did.
warp ship.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
no,
Uh,
I vaguely remember that.
Alright. It's not as hungry as it could be, but I could still use a bite.
It's still a little hangry. Yeah.
It's getting peckish.
Right. Snake,
Yes.
do you use I don't know how this works. That you use munition, right? You use
Yeah, I do.
arrows. How many do you have?
I have 31.
Okay. Okay, then no problem.
You gonna make him arrows?
Oh,
I
that's
can, but if he doesn't need them, there's no
I mean,
need
31
to.
is a lot of arrows.
Yeah.
But
That is a
you-
lot of arrows to be
I
fair.
remember he spent a significant amount of money on those arrows.
Yeah, I did. I spent most of my gold on those arrows.
I can
Well, I
create.
mean, like,
I can create them.
For free!
well, that's
No.
nice to know.
It's not for free, but
Still a cost, but much cheaper.
Wait, do you
Yeah.
like input gold and out comes arrows?
yes, and
Wait,
also
do you
other
shoot
type.
arrows?
No, it's one of the features from the Forge Cleric.
It's just a very complicated vending machine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Practically.
Can we get something else? in
Yes.
exchange for gold.
Yes.
You know, when Vulcan lifts up his left arm, like just under his armpit, there's like a little slot.
Or for arrows.
No, for coins.
Oh yeah.
If it's within 100 gold, I can create any mundane thing.
Oh,
If it's metal.
Oh, what? Like any kind of metal?
Yes. If it's not magical, obviously.
oh wow. That's actually pretty handy.
Or I can copy something.
There's something that Icarus was looking for a while. Weren't you, Icarus? You said something that you needed some sort of burner,
Flower.
right?
A what?
No, something to burn things in.
What, like
Chris?
Oh
incinerator?
yes. Yes.
Well,
Holy shit! I forgot.
You okay, Chris?
Would you perhaps be able to make a bronze brazier?
Check. Yes,
How big?
but how big? Yeah.
Does the size determine
It just
the
needs
cost.
to.
yeah.
It just needs to be able to fit a few things that I can burn.
That really that could literally be anything.
Like a body?
Yeah, like what? Like, are we talking about
Not
enough
a
for some
body.
hair, a head?
Some. Fuck you guys! I forgot the components.
It's charcoal, incense, and herbs.
Yeah,
That's
spices, small stuff.
pretty- that should cost.
How much does it cost, RD? Oh, how much I can think it costs.
I mean, it depends on how big a brazier she wants, but like a small one would probably cost in the region of 10 gold.
Oh. What about a medium one?
Yeah, what about a medium one?
Let's say 20 gold, but that would be like a significant weight that somebody would have to carry.
Also, who carries it? Yeah.
Vulcan's carrying it, of course.
Bronze is heavy.
Who else is gonna carry it?
Yeah, I am not very strong. I am not a strong man.
I'm kind of strong, but well, to be fair,
strength is
I
not my,
don't really.
strong suit.
Sorry.
Strength is not my strong suit.
None of
Well,
us. Nobody's strong
14.
in this party.
Nope.
I kinda am. I have 14.
But you're definitely the strongest.
Yeah,
but-
you're the strongest. No, 14's pretty strong to be fair.
Yeah, I guess so. But
No,
you know,
10
The
10's
average
meant
is
to be like
8.
average.
No, 8 is the average in 5th edition. So
in any case,
yeah,
He's a thick boy.
but okay. So to be fair, can I carry it? Considering that I don't tire, are they?
No, you can carry things. It's just like you will find yourself encumbered.
and I also don't think we need a medium brazier.
True, a small
A
one.
medium,
Prob-
a medium brazier is gonna be about, let's say, 3 feet. Like
a small one
across.
would work.
Oh yeah, we don't need.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a small one would work.
Well,
We
actually,
don't-
unless Icarus wants
I
a
mean-
body.
Smaller one will be like 6 to 8 inches.
I don't
Remember-
burn bodies. I eat them.
Remember another thing. Remember
Oh, that's
another
so
thing.
much better.
I can reuse it as material. So
Oh wait,
Well,
I can
Wait.
use it as material too. If I create it and you don't need it anymore, we can use it to create something else.
oh, so you can take in metal.
It has to be or gold
I thought it was only gold.
no any metal.
Like I literally thought you had like a
until it's any metal, but I have it. It needs to be something that has a cost not more than 100 gold. So
Well, that's amazing, Vulcan.
that's
Let's
it. You are
Let's-
amazing.
let's finish our food and let's get on it. Oh, and what else did you need? Icarus, you said so. You needed something
Oh,
else.
just a specific flower that does not grow on this continent.
To burn in the incense.
Not to burn. Don't worry about it, Sirocco.
Are you sure? I mean, can we help in any way?
Not at the moment, and if we ever come across multiple of this flower, would actually prefer you all to not help with the testing process.
You know, that just makes me more worried at this point. But let's.
Well, I trust your judgment, Icarus.
I don't.
I think Higgs right not to.
Anyway, maybe. Well, let's rest for now.
do you want it now? The
I maybe later I don't want to start a fire and start a panic.
there's no fire involved, but I can do it while you all sleep, if you prefer.
That would be very, very, very much appreciated, Vulcan.
But I will take my hand and put it towards Icarus. Unfortunately, I will need the gold for it. I
Okay,
cannot create from nothing.
that
How
is
much does-
perfectly
Icarus-
understandable.
Do you have anything else that you could use for it?
I have.
Otherwise, if you have bronze, right? Correct?
Brass.
Brass.
Yes,
I
brass.
can use that, but
You carrying brass around?
I don't think so. So
I don't think so. Surely
How
there's a
much?
dagger or something I don't need.
unless it's
Ah.
gold, it needs to be this specific metal.
Oh.
Yes, my
Only
favorite-
gold pieces can
Oh, okay.
be
Unmalleable
exchanged.
enough to go anywhere else.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't the helmet made out of brass?
Yeah, take it off, sure, let's do it.
No.
What's Icarus gonna do?
I'm not taking
Put
anything
her
off.
head in it?
Not at this level.
Okay, just to be fair,
Um,
how
I
much does it
mean-
cost, Ardy?
Would it be
brass
possible for
brazier?
Vulcan to strip
Yes.
the helmet off Icarus's head?
Sorry, 10 gold pieces.
10 gold pieces. Okay. That's what I'm going to say then.
I have, I believe, 7 I can spare. I only have 7.
Unfortunately, I have nothing.
I'll give.
Are you going to help me get my penguin?
I'll give Icarus.
I don't know if you're gonna spend all your money on a brass bowl.
I mean, I can use it to make brass equipment after, but
I'm going to take out my coin purse. This big bag full of coins. Just open the top and just rummage around.
Oh dang! I got 5 gold. Yeah.
I'll take out the 10 gold
I'll
pieces.
reach into the coin purse and say, yeah, no. I look at Soroka.
Yeah, I'm
So
going to
he
get.
snaps out 10 gold pieces from his unending bag of money that he's been holding.
It's not unending though, but yeah, I'm actually going to give.
How much gold do you have on you?
Well, I had 94.
It's close to.
What?
off.
I have 5.
Unending bag of money.
Damn!
But yeah, I'm going to get 14 gold pieces to Vulcan. Says, maybe you should hold on to any access if you want to create something more.
And I will look at the group then, and I will say, very well. Okay. So.
Is it time to
Okay.
artifice?
Sorry?
Time to forge?
It's time to forge, but it's really praying to my god and then
Turn
getting
this money into something else.
yeah.
It's forging time.
It's forging time. Yeah, I will then
Guys,
sit.
I'm gonna forge.
I will. I will wait
Grass
until
Ranger.
all of them are asleep. Are they?
Okay, yeah, it's pretty smart to do that because it's weird when you're just looking at money and hoping it turns into something else.
Yeah.
People are gonna judge you for that.
Yeah. I will then lay out the gold in front of me.
Alright.
Channel my god
Divinity.
Artisan's
through
blessing.
me. Yes, and I will artisan's blessing, and I will focus my energy on the golds and think of this brass container, brass brazier,
Okay.
and I will try and with my mind try to imagine this this brazier, and I will try to make it something that can something that fits the group, something that has some sort of symbols for everybody, something for Icarus,
Alright.
Pagma, Roth, and Sirocco.
Not yourself.
As you begin staring at the gold begins to just vibrate a little bit. All of your friends are sleeping at this point. They're not hearing this, but it starts to jingle and just seems a little bit odd to see it slowly liquefy on the ground in front of you. And all of it seems to come together, coalesce, and begin to stretch out and form into the shape of this brazier, this bowl with a stand on it. And you see inscribed on the outer part of the bowl itself these tattoos that you've seen on multiple members of the groups and your own, inscribed in great detail. Make me a performance check.
Okay.
See how good the creative aspects of this are.
Yes.
You can
It
do
will be
it.
terrible. Nope. I will not be 8.
It's not perfect, and they don't actually match the tattoos, but it's a close approximation.
Okay.
You can tell what you were going for without knowing what it is exactly. But it is a brass brazier
Yeah.
of the size that you needed.
Just so you know, I will redo it
I saw that
eventually.
That's fine.
That's fine.
But
And then I
an
will
hour
go in
passes.
yes, and I will go in Sentry's Rest.
All right, you go into Sentry's Rest. Your friends are already resting. I assume if only he is going to take a watch and nobody else.
I'll be quite safe here, yeah. I am going to attune to the Bag of Starlight, and I think I'm going to put the weird double moon ring into the chest of obfuscate object.
All right.
Wait,
Because,
what's the bag of starlight?
It's it's the story bag that I found somewhere. It basically just allow me to cast light
Oh,
with
Oh.
an
No,
additional
it's stronger
effect.
than light.
Yeah, it's a bit better than light.
Yeah, it's because light is only 40 feet.
It's
Oh,
a
wow,
bigger
that's cool.
light, and it gives disadvantage to stealth checks for invisible creatures. Which is
ooh,
nice, I guess.
very,
Nice.
very nice.
Guys, it's better than see invisible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it makes me mad that you don't even get to like do anything about that. Like you can't fight a creature or whatever, even though you can see them,
No,
or
that's the
you
thing.
get a disadvantage. My bad.
No, that's the thing. That is what DM can homebrew.
I will change one of my spells.
All right, that's fine. You have a long rest, so you can do
Yeah.
that. Your long rest, by the way, passes without any incident. You wake up in the morning, and you can see the grove is.
Since we didn't get the lunch from Vulcan, we don't get temp HPs, right?
Nope.
No,
It was just 2 temp HP, but
right, two temp HPs, 2 temp HP.
yes, that is in fact.
yeah,
2 is in
that's
fact.
correct.
Hey, that can mean life or death. So
That's true.
don't scuff on that 2 HP.
Yeah.
In any case, yeah, we wake up and I guess we wait until the dryads come for us.
All right. You wait and you go about your morning routines, waiting for the dryad to come fetch you. But it's not the dryad that comes to fetch you. It's this rather strange looking gentleman, maybe in his early 30s, a human man, which is odd enough here anyway. But then also he has this strange scar that runs across the left side of his face, and his eye, you can see, is completely missing, and he's wears no eye patch. He's got this
You
gaping
can just
hole
see
in
him,
his
but-
head. Yep, he's got this gaping hole in
Right.
his head, basically, and you see his nose, which is also mostly cut up from the same scar that runs down the majority of the left side of his face. And he comes up to you, says, "I think the council will see you now."
Wonderful. I get up from the soft grass and
Yeah.
take a one last longing look at it, and I grab my stuff.
And I will present the brass brazier to Icarus.
Yes, he slept with the gold and he gave birth to brass braziers.
Yep.
Thank you, Vulcan.
No problem. And now I have 4 gold. Easiest money of my life.
Like you need it.
Yo, he's actually swindling us.
it's a grip. It's a scam. This man just attached himself.
I'm a scam bot.
Oh no!
Just wait, he'll start. I don't know.
Oh no!
Sending
it's a
messages
flim-flam
into our
robot.
dreams.
No, the thing is like he actually what he did is just in the night he just went out and bought like a brazier for like
Oh,
4
no.
gold.
We thought we got a nice bot, but instead we got scam GPT.
Scamotron.
Oh, wow.
Alright. But yeah, you are led back towards the council hall once again, where once again near the trunk of this giant tree, or inside the trunk of this giant tree, you are greeted once again by the council. As they look upon you, the first one to speak is, as usual, Ionia, the sylph, who's mostly been the one talking to you. She sort of raises up above her chair and sort of looks out at all of you and says,
I already know what you want to say. You're welcome.
"Oh,
Oh god.
well, yes, thank you. I guess I'm sorry that this threw me off, like completely.
Oh, yes, he does that sometimes.
I get that a lot.
You're a strange one, you know.
Very strange.
I
I like
I
to
appreciate it.
make him unique.
I
I'll
had
just
this
tap
whole
Soroka
speech
on the shoulder.
prepared. I was going to talk about your achievements and what we were going to give you, but I guess, yeah, thank you. That about does the job. Oh, and here's some money. And she throws a bag at you.
I wouldn't mind hearing the speech.
No, it's too late. It's ruined now.
I'm
We
sure.
can-
I'm sure it was wonderful.
We can turn around and
We can
come
leave
back
Magma
in
outside.
and
No,
leave
it's
him
okay.
out.
I'm okay.
You guys are good jokers. I grabbed the bag of money and I walk out.
You watch this walk out.
Jesus!
Uh,
Are we sure I'm the evil one?
Are you the
Damn!
evil one?
No.
Checking.
I will say though, and what about the steranium? The method to craft it.
Oh shit! He completely threw me. I'm so sorry.
It's fine.
You just do this to people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
he does.
there's
I
an
don't know.
there's an odd charm to it, to be honest, but
After you stop getting annoyed.
it can be off-putting on the first glance.
Okay.
But he's genuinely a great person. Maybe a bit greater in his mind.
Okay. Okay. Well, speaking of the steranium, that is not something I can do personally, but I will. Well, I have some information on who can perhaps help you craft with it. How much steranium do you have on you?
Do we even have any?
We only have
What's this
the
about steranium?
the dust.
Did you walk out?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but this isn't Pagma asking. This is Gunny.
Jesus, what the fuck is this noise?
I don't know.
Well,
What
RD
noise?
rolling dice.
Oh,
What
sorry.
do you think about different noise?
Just some weird noise came into my headset. So the steranium is the metal that the slugs came out of.
Yep.
They eat the steranium or grow from the steranium.
Not grow, but yeah, they eat the steranium and process it.
Yeah, and yeah, steranium is underground. It's magic metal. You can make magic weapons out of.
Oh damn. Okay.
but it's very hard to like it's not just
It's
you
hard to
forge
work
it.
with, right?
It's not forging it. It's more like magically shaping it.
Okay.
And also, it's like it's not good when it gets out, exposed to the forest, because that's that's where the Ross slugs came from. But
Oh,
yeah,
what? They were like attracted to it.
no, they came from an exposed vein of steranium.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is that still there? It's like there's
Oh,
still
this-
uranium from the various like sites that we visited, or there's none.
Well, there were like exposed veins all over the place and rocks and stuff, but
Yeah, but we
nobody
didn't.
bothered collecting any.
Well, you said it would take time, and we would need tools.
It would take time, yes.
And we did not have any tools.
You don't really
But how
have any chisels that could do the job. You
How much
could.
of it? Wait, can we not make a
Get-
metal chisel with gold?
Well, yes, but also I don't know what I need, so I can't.
Well,
But
I've only collected a small sample, and I sort of hold up my satchel. But I think my friend Vulcan here is interested in more of the crafting, understanding the method. He is a blacksmith for some.
Well, the thing is, I can provide to you a name within Bladestone who could perhaps help you with crafting with it. He's the last one of our allies within Bladestone who bought steranium back when we used to still sell it. But beyond that, you would also have to take some steranium because, well, it's not found anywhere else.
Oh, and you wouldn't mind if we took some?
No, take as much as you need. As much as you can take, yes.
Why don't they sell it anymore? By the way.
Because mining it is a painful process that often results in it getting out into the environment, and then we have to deal with these outbreaks over and over again. It's just not worth the trouble.
It's
Our
understandable.
forest is more valuable to us than a steranium mine under it. Though I guess to some people that we're not quite ready to say goodbye to our forest here.
Well, in that case, we are very glad we were able to help you. We will head back to the forest and collect an amount of steranium to take with us to Bladestone. Hopefully, what's his person's name?
Within Bladestone, yes. If you manage to find your way to Bladestone at a reasonable time, you can look for Siligar. He works within the employee of the Inktar estate. He is a blacksmith.
blacksmith.
You said the Intar?
The Inktar estate. You know the Inktar estate.
Yeah.
The guy's name is Siligar. Silegar. Siligar.
The Inktar is the guys who's going to get murdered, right?
Yeah.
Or he might be
And-
already murdered. We don't know.
Yeah, you haven't really kept up with that part of the story. But yeah, the guy's name is Siligar, and he looks at you and says, he works personally for Lord Ingtar, among other people. He has his own smithy in Bladestone. I believe it's something Stonehoof. I don't remember the name entirely, but you should be able to find it. He's pretty famous there. If you get there, you let him know that Ion sent you, and well, you'll have the. You probably have to give him some of the steranium. He really used to love that stuff. So make sure you take a bit of an offering with you. And
What was this woman's name again?
Ionia, Ion Ionia.
Yeah.
She's the sylph
Yeah, I got that. I just didn't have her name.
Sorry.
Okay, Golem.
What was that?
That was Golem.
It was me clearing my throat.
My precious. Okay. Well, we are grateful for all this information, but we must be on our way now. Is there any good way to Bladestone from here that we might not be aware of?
Bladestone. Well, Bladestone's. You just have to go through the forest. I'm sorry, there's not much to do it. You can, once you're out of the Killscape forest, you can follow the river. Probably that's the easiest way to get there.
Well, I guess then that's what we shall do. Well, although it started off with quite an issue that we're still sorry for, your beautiful home is a pleasant memory in this horrid, dark, and dreary land. Thank you for having us. And I bow towards the council.
They all sort of nod their head.
I'm nodded outside, by the way.
I assume you're just sort of walking up and there's like, why are they not out yet? Like,
I'm like, yeah, what's taking these guys so
I
long?
already walked out like a cool guy, and they're just
He's out there just counting money.
Oh yeah, I'm making sure like it's all there.
Do you know how much you were supposed to get paid?
No, I'm just making an assumption. Be like, yeah, that's probably about right.
So it's all there. It's all there.
Yeah, it's all there.
All 10 gold.
But yeah,
I need to. I'm counting again just to make sure.
after
maybe 12.
bowing, I walk out back towards Pegma.
Pegma's waiting outside, just counting out coins.
Oh, God.
What do you do?
To Bladestone?
If you don't mind, I want to make another stop before we go.
Oh yeah, of course. Where else would you like to go, Soraka?
I just want to check on the alchemists.
Ah, wise. Oh, we should really figure out what to do with all of this uranium as well.
What's Terranium?
The one outside the city.
Well, I guess we can mine some. I don't think we can carry that much.
I'm
I can
not
well, I
that
mean-
fair amount.
strong.
I mean, we needed to figure out if there was a person around here capable of doing something with what we have, no?
Oh, yes. I think there might be a person in Bladestone that we could ask.
Wow, Soraka, your resourcefulness never ceases to amaze me.
Yes, I heard it somewhere.
Vulcan is confused.
I let's move on.
Let's.
And I setting head back towards that side tree trunk where the alchemist shop was.
Okay. You head back towards the alchemist's shop. As you make your way back, you realize that the shutter, which was previously
You mean the
open.
curtain?
No, there was a shutter as well.
Was
The
there?
curtain itself, yeah, the curtain itself is always it's like a wavy wine curtain, but there is a shutter of sorts that folds over it, which was previously open. Right now, it's closed.
Maybe we should maybe we should go and deal with whatever we have to outside and come back on our as we're about to leave.
No, I just wanted to make sure that they are both back safe. But hopefully that means that they have time for their grievings. Oh, let's move on. I guess I'll look for another source of alchemical knowledge. Yeah, let's mine some steranium, guys.
Oh god.
How exactly do you guys plan to mine steranium, by the way?
Don't we need to get some sort of equipment before that?
Do you guys have any access to mining equipment?
Oh,
I'm pretty sure I don't.
No.
I mean, do we have pickaxes in our adventurers or dungeoneers packs?
So steranium, you don't need pickaxes, you need chisels.
Vulcan, would it be possible for you to create what we need?
can I?
You could create chisels for sure. They would have
Oh
to be-
yeah, I can create a set of tools. So yeah.
It would take an
Uh,
hour and more money.
A set of
much?
miners' tools.
How much would it cost?
L-
I believe what you need is a prospectus. It costs 10 gold
Prospectus?
pieces.
how much is it?
10 gold pieces.
10 gold.
That would contain a rock hammer, a shovel, some what do you call it? Small lenses, different kinds of brushes, scraping tools, chisels.
Yep.
Would weigh 10 pounds as well. So add that to your weight. By the way, the brass thing you created also weighs like 6 pounds. So be aware. The brass brazier.
Yeah. Not my problem anymore.
Yeah, it's Icarus carrying that one.
Yep.
But yes, I can indeed create something for this. I just need time and more gold.
Okay, well, I guess we'll give you some time and everybody just get their affairs in order.
Well, let's find one of those exposed veins, or a location where it was, and then we can set up there for whatever Vulcan is doing.
That will be the best.
Good
Mhm.
idea.
Yeah, but in
So
a,
there
in
were
a-
a few of them. There was like a vein in a rock which you found, which was quite exposed. There was one where there was literally just like a chasm, which was exposed. How do you want to go about?
Well, I mean, like, I know we don't have the most experience, but from the ones we encountered, was there like a particularly rich vein?
Give me a nature check.
Nature. Okay. 2, 6, 2.
Yeah, no. I don't assume that I can give him guidance on this, right?
No.
So for nature, it doesn't matter because that's an 8.
All right. You don't think there's much difference between whatever nodes you could go to? They all feel roughly the same.
Oh well.
let's go to the chasm one. That sounds dangerous.
I mean, no, it's more like a fissure in the ground. Chasm.
Sure, let's go to the fissure then.
All right. So you head towards this fissure, to the second one on the right path that you took. You get there, and it's not at this point. You've done this like path multiple times, so I'm not going to make you roll for the getting there because you have a fairly good idea of which direction. But you arrive at this rock, and then it leads into this fork, and you go further towards this fissure. It takes like an hour or so, hour and a half. Now that you're familiar with the terrain, you know where you're going, you know what you're looking for. And you arrive at this fissure in the ground. It's about 6 or so feet long, a foot and a half wide at its lowest point, at its deepest point. And it sort of is, the sides of it are lined with this bluish black glowing metal.
let's see that kid then. We already spent 10 gold on the whims of Icarus. I'm sure that you're
Not
expending.
whims.
You want to burn things in a brazier.
And I
Didn't
have
even
a
thought
reason.
Yes, so it's on your whims. But I'm sure that this experience will benefit you, Vulcan. Learning a new thing is always great. And I hand him 10 more gold.
Are you sure it's not 14? It's not 14.
I will.
So the scam GPT can just get a little bit more going.
I will prepare the ritual once again.
Alright.
And use and create the prospector's tool.
You create the prospector's kit, which comes with one rock hammer, one shovel, a few scraping tools, a couple of chisels, and what looks like an assortment of lenses. It takes an hour, and all of you have to wait while he does this. You watch as the 10 gold sort of blends into this thin sheet and then spreads out and splits open into different aspects.
And as always, I'll try to make them fancy.
You try to make them fancy and put like etchings on the edges of the lenses, and you try to put some runic markings on the hammers and the big axes. Give me a performance check.
Yes. 10.
Alright. It's better than last time, but it's still not the most exquisite work. It wouldn't qualify as art. It's functional. Say that.
Yeah.
But you do spend an hour and you do get these tools made. With that, you do have something with which you can actually try to mine this terranium. Speaking of which, you don't actually know how to mine this terranium. You're going to just try to hit the vein until it breaks off. How are we going to do this?
Can we try and go around it? Like mine and remove the part that is rock more than anything, and try to.
So you don't know how deep in the vein goes. So
No.
you want to expose the whole vein? You want to dig further into the ground and hit the edges of the vein?
I'm going to
this
look
is
at
an
the
exposed
others.
vein right now. You don't know how
Yeah,
thick it is. You don't know how long it is. You want to expose more of this terranium to the elements.
Probably not a good idea.
No. Unless we cover it after we're done.
Maybe it might not be a bad idea for us to go and request for some aid from someone from the encampment with slightly more experience in this than us. At least some sort of overseer, potentially.
I will nod.
Well, you can give it a try.
Do you want to give it a try? Or do you want to go back and find somebody who's actually done this before? If that's even possible, if there is indeed somebody there who's done this.
But, they said it's a strenuous and difficult process that they haven't done in years.
Yeah. Are the people who used to do it, are they still here or are they gone? Why would the miners stay when the mine is dry? Unused.
Just smack it. Right?
Yeah,
What do you
just
wanna
smack it
do?
as hard as you can, bro.
Artie,
This is a new robot man.
I've got a question.
Yeah.
How flammable does this area?
There's
I
trees
don't
about
like
15
Icarus
feet or so
asking that
away
question.
from the vein, but nothing within 15 feet.
Okay, cool.
They are
And
bladewood trees, so they're fairly resistant to fire. At least the leaves are.
well, if I get a sense that this ritual that Vulcan's doing is gonna take a long time, could I get my penguin?
But do you have the charcoal and incense?
Yes. I bought it. I mean, she gave it to me to get me out of there. She was really fucking scared.
Yeah, this was the woman who she brought back to life and
Yeah.
scared the shit out of
She
Oh,
wound up
I
being
see.
the
That's nice.
person that ran the shop.
So, yeah, you can in fact do this ritual right now. It's gonna take him a while to set up these tools and
Yeah.
stuff. So as he begins to do this, you also sit down and create your own ritual circle, marking it as setting the brazier in the middle and starting to burn the incense and stuff. You begin casting the spell. It takes I believe it's an hour or something.
An hour
Yeah.
and 10 minutes.
Yeah, so you're gonna be
Yeah.
at it for a while. The
Yeah.
tool's complete. All these people are arguing about what they want to do, and you're in the middle of intensely casting, and everybody's just looking at you like, "What is she doing?" And then the runes begin to glow one by one as you cast. About 50 minutes pass, 60 minutes pass. As the hour and 10 minutes come to an end, all of the runes at the edges of the circle that you've made sort of come to life. And as they flare, you see different elements of them light up in different colors, and lines run through to the center. And in the center of it, you see this strange flame begin to appear. The flame sort of spins in on itself and just freezes in place, and then it begins to crack down the middle. And as the cracks subside, creature bursts through, and as it spreads its tiny little flappy little wings that don't really work, it looks at you at attention.
Clearly a
It's like
demon.
it's wearing a suit. It looks like it's wearing You
Yes.
see its arm flap up into a pose of attention, and it salutes you.
It's a demon.
I will salute it back, I
Kowalski
guess.
reporting. Skill reporting.
It's clearly demonic.
No, it's Kowalski, dude.
See, Sirocco? Not pointless.
I never said it was. What the hell is that? Do you summon a bird?
This!
Do I know? Have I seen a penguin
rolling.
before?
No. There are no
Oh.
penguins on the Tundra. That's on the other pole.
Wait, so I just
There are only polar bears here.
Icarus, what is your companion? It is intriguing, and I salute it as well.
Salutes you back. Salutes you
I am
Haha, welcome, friend. Icarus, what's their name?
I am beyond confused. I have
I
no
don't
idea
know
what's
that.
going on.
I will think of a name later.
It nods at you.
And I will pick it up.
It starts screeching instantly.
Okay, I'll put it down.
Good job.
Oh,
It
man.
waddles up to you, pecks you in the knee, and opens its mouth wide. You can see the beak separated, and it's just like looking for holes in the snow somewhere.
Icarus, what is it doing?
It's hungry.
Oh, feed it then.
I don't know what it
Eat it,
eats.
then, idiot.
It is.
By the way, it is a familiar, so you can
Yeah.
tell it to like not
Yeah.
have a personality.
Fair.
if you find it to be a bother at times.
Nah. The penguin is staying by me.
So this waddles behind you. Meanwhile,
You can feed it to the helm.
True.
Good infinite food for the helm. Infinite food for the helm.
yes, it would only cost 20 golden, or was it 10 golden incense every time you want to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, the brazier is not consumed, right?
Right.
No, but the incense is consumed.
Yeah, but, you know.
So yeah, 10 gold every time.
Maybe you need a bigger familiar, more food for the helm.
Oh
Can you have,
god.
like,
I
Just
am
really
not.
It's not in
Who
the
the fuck
familiar
do
tree,
you guys
bite
think
into
I
it
am,
and-
Moira?
Yes.
yeah, my
Moira would
familiar is
fucking do that.
my familiar is actually a 200 pounds, like, big fat pig.
Bison feeds the family for a week.
Okay, but yeah. So back on the tools while the penguin
Yes.
happens.
Yep. What are you doing, Vulcan?
Okay, so to try and mine a little piece of this.
Okay.
If I try and mine like a little rock, almost. Does it look like it's working, or it doesn't?
How are you
work
gonna
at
do
all?
this? Are you gonna go at it with a chisel and a hammer? Are you gonna go at it with a rock hammer? Are you gonna go at it with a shovel?
I'm going to try to put it like almost try and push it in for a bit until I have it penetrates the rock.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to try with the rock hammer to help it to use
So
more
as
force.
as you go perpendicularly to hammer it into the rock, you notice that even though you're creating these sparks that fly everywhere, you're not really piercing the stone at all. You get the idea that piercing into this metal is very hard.
Okay.
Can you give me let's say, make this a nature check.
Sure. Oof.
Would this be a nature check? Yeah, sure, nature check. That's
19.
All right, that's pretty good. As you begin to do that, though, you gather that this thing is pretty resistant to your attempts to pierce it. Maybe there's another way. And you angle the chisel to an almost parallel angle, and you begin hammering it in that way. And you see scrapes and files of this metal beginning to file off the top layer. And as you now pull at it, you realize that the metal, in fact, is in layers.
I see.
It isn't a solid piece so much so as it's many layers, which makes it very hard to pierce.
Okay.
So it would take time. It will take you time to do this with one chisel
Yes.
and one rock hammer, but you can collect some of this in this process, depending on how much time you want to spend. It would take you, let's say, for about if you did it for the rest of the day, essentially, which is you're currently around midday. If you did it for the rest of the day, you could probably get enough for like maybe a dagger or two, or maybe a sword if you push it into the night.
What about the point of the arrows?
I mean, those are small, so yeah, you could make a few of them, maybe like 5 or 6 arrowheads.
Would it take a lot? If I want to do like 10.
I mean, it's a situation of how much time you want to take.
And
Okay.
also, you do have to bring, an offering as well.
Yeah. I'm going to ask
If
then.
you want to spend like a multiple days here,
I'm going to ask then. Look, I found a way to mine it,
Oh, great.
but
Oh wow, that's amazing.
the thing is, it will take time. Now, time for me is not necessarily a problem, but I assume we're on a schedule.
I would prefer not to stay in one spot for longer than need be.
Well, yeah, it's not per se that we're on a time schedule or anything, but yeah, it would be nice to get back to Blaistone someday now. It's been quite a long time.
How long can I stay then? Let's put it this way.
Well, I guess if we stay until the end of the day and leave tomorrow, we can still get there.
I will look at the others.
I'm happy to stay for a bit longer. I mean, this is quite a valuable resource, and I think it will pay off for us in the long run. But I'm also happy if you guys want
Trust
to move on.
your judgment.
you can spend
Thank
more
you,
money.
Icarus.
Make
I'm
one
be
more
back in
set and make it faster.
Sorry?
You just spend more money, make another set of tools, and make it a little bit faster.
I will look at Siraka.
But
It's
technically,
up to
you don't need a full set of tools, right? You just need.
Yeah, but you need multiple chisels
Yeah.
and rock hammers. Chisel and rock hammer is what you need. A file would also help, and so would a lens to identify the layers, really. So yeah, you kind of need a whole set.
All right.
I can do just fine. I can. Correct me if I'm wrong, Adi. I don't need to sleep, right?
You need the sentry's rest.
I need the center's rest?
Yes, you will get exhausted without it.
But even if I don't. Oh, okay. Then why I don't need to sleep? Sorry?
do you
Because the
mean?
thing is, during your sentries, that you're not unconscious. While you're sleeping, you're unconscious.
Oh, okay.
You can still keep a lookout.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay. I see.
You're not out of commission completely like everybody else.
Yeah.
Like, you can just step out of your sentries just any time if there's something you want to do.
Yeah. Okay.
We would need to wake up and break long rests and shit like that.
Then let's do this. I'll take until the end of the day, then we rest, and then we go.
And do you want to create more of these tools so we can work all together?
Yes, I can use them again if need be.
It's
They're
not
just
about your
general
ability,
metal, so
Vulcan. It's about what you want. I have more gold. I just want to make
well, to
sure
me,
that
the
this
go-
is
Mhm.
worth our time and our investment.
The thing is, I do not know how valuable this is. This is pretty new to me, but you said, and they said, that it's very valuable. Doing something with this could help. The creature we fought before seemed. It seemed resistant to no magical damage, correct? The blob. The creature we fought before seemed resistant to what we had, and maybe Steranium is a good upgrade, let's say.
Ah, very well then. All right, Pegma, take the chisel and hammer from Vulcan and get to scraping. Vulcan, I'll give you more money to create more tools, and let's see what we can do in this day.
Very
Oh,
well.
this is so bad. We've become the geologist from the other
Oh,
campaign.
we're the geologists from the other campaign.
No, that's the
that
thing,
we were
Arnie.
trying to-
You know, Adrish wants to be a geologist. We are geologists.
Geologist, yeah.
We are the real geologists that went missing in the mountains.
Oh no.
But yeah, so yeah, I guess I'm going to supply, let's say,
It takes him an hour to make the tools. Remember
yeah,
that?
that's,
Yes.
yeah. So I'm going to say I'm going to supply 20 more gold for 2 more kits.
Alright.
So we have 3 kits, and 3 of us can work on scraping
Alright.
for the rest of the day and see how much stuff we can get on.
Alright. That might be actually very nice. Alright, so you create 2 more sets. It's not very hard. You've done it before. If you want to make them pretty,
Yes,
go ahead and make
of
your
course.
Yeah,
To
make
performance check?
rolls. Yep. You can make the last one at advantage, I'll say, because you've practiced.
That's the thing.
Oh,
Like, if you
okay.
actually make some nice one, we can sell them off later for more money.
So the one
Let's
with
say
advantage
We need
The-
more money.
It's a 14.
is the one with advantage is 14, and the other is 8.
Alright. Still functional, not pretty. The last one, though, that is starting to looking good now. The lines are flowing, and they seem like, even though they're mostly gibberish because you don't really know many magical rules that would be applicable here.
If it helps, I know I have 2 languages. That
Yeah,
are-
no, you can write languages, but it's magical
Yeah.
runes you're trying to
Oh, okay, yeah.
leave into them, and they're not quite the same. But like, it looks nice. At least the last one.
Very well.
But you create 2 more sets while Pagma continues to scrape away. Pagma, this is grating work. It is hard labor. And after a few hours, you start to get a little bit bored of it, but you keep going. And who else is doing this as well?
Me, obviously, with the nice set, I might add. Because
Alright. This was the last one made, yeah, that makes sense.
yeah,
I guess Rolf needs to take the second one
Yes.
because
Yeah.
Rolf. How much strength Rolf has?
I think I have 9. Hold on.
Oh, this has nothing to do with
Oh.
strength.
Oh, well, I do have
This-
9 strength.
Dexterity.
Oh, I have
is it with
20
dexterity?
dexterity. Yeah.
Then
I'll
I
do
guess
that.
I have +3 on my dex.
Well, I
Alright.
have I have 20 dex though. Like,
Oh,
I-
definitely, yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Rolf.
Yeah, go for it, Ruff.
am I just rolling a normal dex roll?
Yeah, and I guess I should take it off of the nice one off of Vulcan's hand.
But it's Vulcan's thing.
Yeah, but he's very strong, but not very dexterous.
It's
that's
up to
true.
Vulcan.
I'm sort of just leaning over your shoulder, watching you doing it.
Alright,
I
Um,
rolled
Vulcan,
an, I rolled
I
an
w-
11, by the way.
on the dex check.
Yeah.
Alright.
I will try, and then if I'm not good enough, I'll leave it to Jirako. Because I have
Alright,
advantage, correct? Because it's dexterity.
Yeah. You have advantage on dex saves. Right?
Dex save?
I don't know. I remember I told you, right? So I have to check this. 1 second.
Well, you said advantage on all dexterity checks.
I'm just gonna check.
Oh yeah. Go on. If it's another, then
It might be. I don't remember.
because I remember it was for initiative too, but I
Oh yeah,
don't-
saves are bad. Yeah, checks. True.
Yeah.
But
I'm
still, I'm
sure you
not good
can do it.
enough, so it's a 9. So
Alright, so that's a 9 and an 11. What's the last one? Pagma, can you roll me a dex check? Pagma?
I think he might have just stepped away for a moment.
Somebody roll for it.
Sure. See, Pegma's net 20.
Almost.
Best. Best.
Yeah, it's
Better
decent.
than everything else.
That's 17.
17, alright. So, all of you are not equally good at this. All of you don't have the patience for this. And Pagma did start early, so he does have a little bit of it. But at the end of this. What the fuck? What are you doing?
Sorry, just misclicked.
Alright. By the end of it, as the day begins to. As the sun begins to set and the day comes to an end, at the point where there's just not enough light really to keep going and find the right crevices and the right creases to stick the chisels in. You call it a day on this, this effort. And at the end of it, you've collected about successes. Is all right. All right. That is 4 pounds of steranium.
Is it enough to do what exactly?
4 pounds of steranium.
Mm-hmm.
It's more than enough for a sword. It could be enough for a set of armor
Oh, jeez.
or a light set of armor.
Oh,
You
a
mean like
light set of armor.
Yeah, a light or not a medium, not really.
What if we want to do like we want to keep like half a pound for the blacksmith? Is it still enough?
It's enough for a sword for sure, not for the armor.
Okay.
You could probably make a sword or a head of a hammer or
a set of
pickaxe or
arrows, like 10 arrows.
Yeah, easily. More than 10 arrows. A lot more than 10 arrows.
Yeah, like a long sword. The whole long sword is 3 pounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could make a battle axe. To be honest, you could probably easily make a battle because battle axe's weight is mostly handle.
Yeah, you can make a pretty sizable hammer as well,
But
or at
now
least a
I-
hammer head of a hammer.
And now I have a question.
Yeah.
Can I use this material to make something with my blessing?
Yes, you can.
Because
It
it's
is still a metal.
It's magical. Okay.
No, it's not. The item itself is not magical.
The means to make it, it's magical, right?
It absorbs a lot of magic very easily,
Okay.
and it
Probably-
boosts it.
If you make it into something, it's not going to be the same as if you actually worked it.
Yeah, you can work it into a ball of metal for now and keep it for later.
Yeah, I will do that.
Right now, what you have is a scrap.
You
And
know what? I will make it in, if I can.
Into an ingot or something.
Yeah, like ingots, like
It-
1 pound ingots each.
Into a barbell.
God.
All right, you can turn it into 4 ingots.
Into a lot of nails. No.
Into
No.
coins.
Oh, but you can only work on stuff that's up to 100 gold, right?
Yes,
Oh, you can't turn it into anything. Sorry.
I cannot do anything with it.
No, it's worth way more than 100 gold.
Artie, can he turn my little satchel into something?
Even just, but for this, even arrows, like 1 arrow.
Yeah, you can probably turn a little bit of it into an arrow, yeah. Or an arrow head, not an arrow.
Yeah, no, arrowheads. Like
Even a couple of you can probably make 2 arrowheads with it, but you don't know how much you'd be wasting.
At least somebody cares
At
about
least in that
Roth.
way.
Maybe talk with the blacksmith first.
yeah,
Artie-
I will use the cheapest way out. Don't worry, Rolf.
Artie, while they are
Appreciated.
laboring away on the scraping,
Yep.
can I experiment
Hold
Wait.
on.
with all the alchemical bullshit that I got together?
Oh my god, how are you going to do this? You haven't really had a chance to study the books yet. Do you
Well,
want to sit there and read books, or do you want to experiment?
Well, you told me that the books not going to help me in any
Yeah,
way.
I mean, they're not gonna help you until you get a teacher.
Yeah, so I'm going to take the least volatile looking things,
All right.
and I'm
I
going
need
to
you to roll me a D100, all right?
And you know
Oh,
what?
God.
I'm gonna roll one against it.
There's a D100 roller there.
By the way, I will, once I see Sirocco starting to do shit, yeah, my familiar is getting dismissed temporarily.
That is an 82. I don't know if
That
I really
is-
needed to roll high or low.
It is very good. It is much higher than you needed to roll for safety.
You see, I have an innate talent for being lucky.
Yes, you almost made something useful.
Oh, nice.
Mm.
But as it is, you you begin experimenting is a strong word. You begin throwing shit at the wall. You begin throwing- and
Seeing
hoping
what
it sticks.
sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's how fucking the alchemists did in the 16th
Yep.
century.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I mixed
And-
in some of the green powder and then some of the red crystals and then some pea and then boil
Yeah,
it.
you mix a few reagents with some catalysts, and most of the time what you get is essentially just like fizzle and a slight coloration
Burning
change of some kind,
sensation.
a strange smell, and some fumes, probably cancer. And then like at some point you use this strange looking orangish colored liquid that you found in a tube. It's almost amber colored, honestly, and it's mostly see through. It could be pee or something. Well preserved pee.
It's finally aged.
But you take that liquid and you put it in, and you don't measure anything out, because why would you? You just
No.
you take what look like a strange set of hair. It's almost silvery in color. It's about maybe 2 to 3 inches long. You
Yeah.
tie them up in a ball almost, and you drop them into the what do you call it? The reagent, and you add this other liquid, this viscous, gooey, gray liquid from this tiny little flask that you found within the supplies. And as it drips on one drop at a time, this one oozy drop at a time, as you're about to drop the last one, you see that the reaction is begin to form in the flask itself. Are you gonna let the last drop fall in, or are you gonna hold it back?
Let's have fate decide. I'm gonna roll a d4. 1, 2 drop, 3, 4.
There's at least a couple more drops left. You can decide if you want to add one more drop, no drops, or 2 drops. I'll give you 3 options of this. It won't
Alright.
blow up, is what you already know. It's probably either it's gonna fizzle out or it's gonna.
D6
Yes.
it is. 1, 2, no drop. 2, 3, 1 drop. No, wait, I'm stupid.
1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4,
Yeah.
4, 5, 5, 6.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Let's roll. Luck be your lady tonight. That is one more drop.
The last drop falls into the liquid and you pull back.
Kabloom.
Oh, God.
A lot of dice rolled.
I'm saying how much. It begins to sizzle, and the sizzling stops for a second, and then you hear a whistling sound coming from the
Oh, no.
flask.
Uh-oh.
It begins to rise and rise, and you see within
wave.
this gray color starts to fog the most of the container, the flask. Do you want to try to cover it? Are you going to leave it open? Are you going to leave it escape? What are you going to do?
Like, is it bubbling?
It's bubbling, and there's like this gray mist starting to form within the flask.
Are you giving us all Tundra COVID again?
But you know, if I cover it, it's going to explode. So
So
I'm going to place it down and back away.
place it down and back away. And the grey
Of
mist begins
course.
to roll out, and it begins to hit the ground. And this dense fog starts spreading out around you. Your visibility is reduced to 10 feet.
Mhm.
Did I just create a potion of fog cloud?
You don't know. Do you want to pick it up again?
Sure, I'm going to approach the fogging bottle.
You approach the fogging flask, and as you do, you lift it up and you realize that it has no weight inside it anymore.
Oh, the
All of
whole
it has
thing came out.
escaped. But you know how to make it now.
Huh. The int
I
up.
will say you have enough ingredients to make 2 more of these if you want to.
I'll remember. How long did it take me to take this?
Oh, it takes an hour to make.
Yeah, I'm going to put it down in my notes. Sirocco learns to make fog.
Sirocco learns how to make chemical weapons.
Yeah,
Geneva
No, it didn't seem to
Conven-
do any damage to you. It just seemed to obfuscate your vision. And
that's
Geneva
right.
Convention is more like Geneva Suggestion.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Guys, look at me. I have the power of a god. I can create clouds.
Guys, look, I'm a war criminal.
By the way,
God.
guys, you guys ever have seen Blackadder?
Yep,
No.
No.
Do you remember the green gold?
yep.
I just
Oh.
posted the
It's
clip.
the guy. It's an old show that Rowan Atkinson was in.
By the way,
The guy from
it-
Mr. Bean.
it's almost 11 p.m. I have to go.
Oh, all right.
That
Mm.
is.
We're actually getting closest to the end. Can you wait like 10 minutes?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
I guess we gather up our stuff and rest for the night, then head off, right?
Yes.
All right.
Wait, how much uranium did we manage to get?
4 pounds.
Oh, okay.
So,
All right.
guess we're taking watches in the night.
I'm going to Center's Rest, so.
Yeah, but you
I'm
never
still
told me.
taking a watch.
Yeah, but I never said how it works, so I'm just there,
Yeah, exactly.
standing, watching. Always.
I'm
The silent protector.
watching you,
The
my
dark knight.
friends.
Yeah, I guess.
Always watching.
I guess Icarus takes first watch as always.
Yeah.
And then wakes up whoever she chooses to annoy that day.
Yeah, that's our way of doing this.
All right, Icarus, you take first watch. Give me a perception check.
Got it.
With disadvantage, the fog is still there.
Oh God. Okay.
Come on, we move away.
Well, I mean,
I'm kidding. It's night, mostly. That's the reason. And it's the forest.
that's a 2.
All right. In the dead of night, Icarus,
Yes.
you sit alone, looking at the robot staring back at you, unmoving. Seems scary. In the distance, you can see this almost bluish rock glowing. Still exposed. Nobody bothered covering it up yet.
Oh, great.
But that's not what grabs your attention. That's not what makes you look away from your watch. Your attention, very subtly, is pulled towards the back of your mind. Someone is reaching for you. Someone is calling to you.
Oh. Well, Curiosity killed the undead.
You hear the voice.
Curiosity killed the dead.
Ah. Been busy, have we?
What do you want?
You mean I want my property back? You dare steal my knowledge, my creations, my lives.
Your lives? All I did was run.
Your soul was forfeit. How dare you?
Someone's soul shouldn't be forfeit from the moment they're born.
And yet it was mine. But nonetheless, I will have it back soon enough.
How soon?
Oh, worry not your little head. When the end comes, and be sure it's coming, it will be swift, not painful.
I thought you were more sadistic than that.
I am merely a scholar. And
That is
you
true.
are merely a tool.
Or perhaps it is I who is learning from you.
Perhaps could have been that way in the past, but you chose to run. You chose to, well, forgo the gifts I would have offered.
I chose to save my neck. And figure out why. Something you never bother answering, if I recall.
Your neck, as the rest of you, will be forfeit soon. I'm coming, dear. Can't run from me.
And then it pulls back. And that's why we'll enter this session.
Oh,
Very well.
God.